How do you feel to win Best Actress?
I feel the only word that can sum it up is gratitude, because there's just so to God, you know what I mean? I consider myself a spiritual person. There's so many people involved that created the space for this to be the performance that it was. So it's the gratitude. It runs so deep and for so long. You know, even prior to this movie, everybody, my family, my team who supported me, is just gratitude, just grateful, definitely.
Mm-hmm. You first didn't want to play her. Are you happy you actually did?
Yeah, I'm pretty happy right now. No, yeah, I'm super happy I did. And not just because of, you know, the award, which I'm really grateful for, but because this is a beautiful story of a beautiful Black dynamic woman and all of these Black dynamic characters around her. And, you know, I was the other night, I was just crying and praying because when I looked on like the jazz charts on iTunes, it's all Billie Holiday trending at #1. That's what we did it for. You know what I mean? That's what Lee did it for. And he did it and he succeeded. And so I'm so happy that God, that Billie chose me to be the conduit for this. Definitely grateful.
Okay, 1 second. Sam, please mute your audio. What do you think about Billie Holiday would say to you just about now if she could, you know, come out of the heavens and say, ANDRA?
You might have to bleep me, but I think she would say, "You motherfucking did it, bitch." She's definitely up there cussing right now.
Talk a little bit about this wonderful transformation from ANDRA into Billie, you know, physically, vocally, I mean, mentally.
Yes. Well, first of all, it was most of the time not really wonderful. But it was worth it. I mean, you know, it took so much. It took Lee had such a specific vision for his Billie. You know, he put so much time and so much detail into every facet of her. You know, Johan Hari's incredible story, Susan Laurie Park's great story, my acting coach Tasha Smith, dialect coach Tom Jones. You know, it was really a commitment, you know, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. We had to find out where her voice was, you know, absorbing every shred of information about her, and just adopting habits, right, that aren't typically me, the smoking, the cigarettes, the drinking alcohol, just generally being more sexual, cussing more, you know. And my family had to deal with her and had to live, and they allowed me the space to do that. So it was, yeah, I mean, listen, I don't know exactly who I am in this moment, but I know who Billie is, and I'm enjoying this side of things, you know.
Mm. Through this movie, the world got to rediscover Billie Holiday.
Yes.
What are you so happy about that people could see and discover and find out about her?
Well, first of all, that she is truly the godmother of the civil rights movement as we know it today. You know, if it were not for her singing "Strange Fruit," right, a song about lynching in America, then we would not have had the reinvigorated civil rights movement that we knew. It was that and the death of Emmett Till that sort of inspired Thurgood Marshall and the great civil rights leaders that came before her. So I'm excited and overjoyed that a younger generation is now hungry and curious for not just Billie Holiday's music, but for what she went through, her fight. And then I think on top of that, it makes people curious what other Black stories or marginalized stories, women's stories, LGBTQ plus stories, you know, 2S stories, what else, gender nonconforming, what else do we not know about? What else was intentionally suppressed? And so I think with movies like Judas and the Black Messiah and Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, you know, and all of the women I was nominated with, you know, Pieces of a Woman, a Promising Young Woman, Nomadland, we're diving into stories and these narratives told by the people who are experiencing them. And I just hope we see a push more and more and more of that in the industry.
Mm-hmm. This is the first time that the Golden Globes is virtual and hopefully the only time that it's virtual. So how did you prepare yourself for this event tonight?
You know, I will tell you, first of all, gratitude, you know, and actually I was in a roundtable with Vanessa Kirby, Pieces of a Woman. And one of the things she said was that, you know, just being happy that we were able to get a movie off, you know, and it just reminded me, like, it's true, right? You know, lots of movies and projects and productions and things were shut down or pushed back. And so it is such a blessing. And I really think intentional for me by God, I believe from the spiritual world, that it was meant for these particular movies to see the light of day. And so I'm so grateful. And I will tell you, it makes me sad. I wish I could just hug these women and touch these women and like bow at Viola's feet, and Frances McDermott and all of them, and I wish I could be there in their presence. But the other thing was I was able to have so many more members of my family and my team and everyone who worked so hard to get me prepared for this role with me, in a way I might not have if we were at that live event. So there's things I'm grateful for and things that I miss.
Mm-hmm. So how are you going to celebrate?
Oh,
are you still going to celebrate tonight?
Well, I'm definitely celebrating tonight. I've been on a diet for 3 years, so I'm about to eat some cake outside, and I really can't wait for that.
Well, girl, you're going to have your cake, and you're going to eat it too. Thank you so much, and congratulations.
Thank you so much. Bless you. Peace and blessings. Thank y'all.